Hi you guys, I'm Lisa and welcome back to What the Bake. This week we will be making sugar cookies with a marble fondant finish. So I'm first going to show you guys how to make a super easy sugar cookie, and then I'm going to show you how to take fondant and create a marble effect like this on your cookie. Now before we get started, if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get baking. In a large mixing bowl, beat the butter until it is light and creamy. Then you can add some castor sugar, mix well. You can then add your egg and a little bit of vanilla for flavor. And then lastly, we're going to add our flour and a little bit of corn flour. Corn flour is actually the ingredient that's going to help your cookie to not spread while we bake them in the oven. We're first going to mix using our electric mixer. And then when it starts forming a crumb consistency, we're going to move on to our hands. And make sure your hands are squeaky clean before you get started. Then you will end up with a nice looking dough. Rest in the fridge for about 20 minutes. When your dough has rested in the fridge for about 20 minutes, roll out your dough and use a cookie cutter to cut out your cookies. Bake in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes. While your cookies are cooling down, let's move on to the marble fondant. So a trick that I learned a while back to avoid getting food coloring stains all over your hands, I actually choose to put my fondant in a Ziploc bag and then add the food coloring in the bag. Massage until the fondant changes color, and then you're left with clean hands. So place your fondant in a bag, add a little bit of blue food coloring, or you can choose a different color if you want, and then massage and mix until the fondant is colored all the way through. So to create the marble effect, you will need two different colors of fondant. You can add more if you want to. So on my prepared surface, I'm going to have a little bit of white fondant and then add my blue. Roll it together like so, and then twist it around. Fold over and repeat the process a few times. To make sure that your fondant doesn't get stuck to your work area, I like to sprinkle a little bit of icing sugar. Then you can use a rolling pin and roll out your fondant. As you keep rolling, you will start seeing the marble effect. Use the same cookie cutter as you used for the cookies and cut out your shapes. Another nice trick that I've learned is that after you've already cut out some of your marble shapes, you can actually fold your fondant again to create even more of a marble effect. Fold, roll, and repeat. Now the marble effect already looks pretty cool, so if you want, you can leave your fondant as is, or you can add a little bit more detail. I decided to add a little bit of text to my cookie. So I decided to actually use a stencil like this that I can actually change up the letters and write whatever I want. Use your stencil and then you can add your text to your cookie. Then to actually get the fondant stuck on your cookie, you're going to add a little bit of water. And then you can just stick your fondant on top. If you want to add even more detail, you can add a little bit of gold paint. In a bowl, you can add water, quick dry essence, or clear alcohol. And then you can mix a little bit of gold food coloring in. Using a food-safe paintbrush, you can splatter on your gold paint, or you can even paint streaks. It's pretty fun. You can do whatever you want. And there you guys have it, my marble cookie. So I decided to make a blue marble effect. Let me know in the comments down below, what color marble would you like to try? If you guys like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Have fun baking!